I've always been so fascinated by how movies explore the concept of dreams in the afterlife. Whether it be trying to capture something nightmarish or something genuinely warm and comforting, there's always been something so inherently beautiful about them, for better or worse. Yet, despite the fact that I love how filmmakers explore the subconscious in movies, I feel like there are only very few movies that actually pull it off well, to a point where I feel like I haven't seen something like this before, and I just forget I'm watching a movie. David Lynch's Mulholland Drive is a nightmare caught on film, and Joe Talbot's The Last Black Man in San Francisco is a peaceful dream caught on film. And this year we got another perfect example of subconscious caught on film. Andrew Haig's All of Us Strangers. Andrew Haig, however, I feel like does something completely different with All of Us Strangers. This movie doesn't just feel like a dream caught on film. This is the afterlife caught on film. It feels like cinematic purgatory, as cheesy as that sounds. It feels like every single shot is empty and disorienting, but somehow peaceful and comforting, even if the subject matter of this movie is pretty depressing. Andrew Haig makes the location feel like a safe space, with very little attention being given to background characters, if any. Most of the time you don't even see them. Very little sound is used despite our main character Adam living in the heart of the city, giving the movie a very haunting yet calming atmosphere. And when sound is used, it has a pretty significant purpose to it, like the cause of sound only being connected to someone Adam deeply cares for. It's choices like that that give All of Us Strangers such a different kind of beauty, presenting us something that might seem normal on the surface, but because of the execution, it feels very out of the ordinary, but still contains a sense of safety, which would make sense in the afterlife. But not only that, the film wonderfully weaves together the threads of connection and nostalgia as Adam, still haunted by memories, is drawn back to his childhood town, and the performances of Claire Foy and Jamie Bell as Adam's parents add depth portraying parents frozen in time, echoing the past. There's always a sense of hope yet worry when it comes to scenes involving Adam's parents. It comes across as a series of what ifs, and honestly, the kind of worry that's portrayed is something that's way too relatable, but handled in such a tasteful fashion. There's a sense of humor to it that's thrown into the mix, but it doesn't distract from the genuine emotion going on. If anything, it just makes the scenes more charming and makes the emotional payoff hit even harder. Andrew Scott's performance as Adam in general, someone trying so hard to hang on to something that's so near and dear to him, even after it's too late. It seems like the entire time, except maybe the ending, he's stuck in this denial mode the entire time, and it's heart-wrenching. His performance above all else feels authentic. There's nothing about it that seems unbelievable, and I think that's what makes it seem so heartbreaking. Paul Mescal is absolutely his match. Their chemistry, like I said before, feels authentic, and he acts as a complete glimmer of hope for Adam. He's impossible not to love in this movie, and his performance during the final scene will never leave my memory. The best way I can describe All of Us Strangers and why it means so much to me is that it plays out like a memory that you want to hold on to for dear life, to a point where every time I watch this, I feel like I'm depersonalized, but in a good way. It's something I haven't felt with many movies before. All of Us Strangers is a poignant exploration of love, loss, and the haunting beauty of memories, making it a mesmerizing cinematic experience that I don't know if I'll experience something like it ever again. And honestly, not only is it my favorite movie of 2023, along with Past Lives, it's one of my favorite movies of the 2020s decade.